Nessa girl, happy Friday, y'all. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna call this ADD Friday because it took me 4 hours today to watch the Shahs of Sunset. Then, when it was time for me to get on the camera and record, I decided to mop the floor, clean up the counter. I just found everything to do except sit down on this damn chair, and I'm having a hard time focusing now. But hopefully my ADD stay in check and I can push and pump through. I think my ADD probably act up because this was a very hard episode of the Shahs of Sunset to watch. Like, if you saw the picture I posted on my Instagram, Miss Funky Dineva, MS Funky Dineva, I was crying at the beginning when MJ's father passed away. I'm pretty sure that a large part of my tears had to do with the fact that it just brought up what it felt like when my mom passed. And you know, anybody who's lost a parent just knows how that feels. And before I touch on the episode, oh shit, what you did? Oh, the mop fell and scared the dog and scared the shit out of me. Go sit down somewhere, buddy. Oh bitch, my heart racing. I thought the roof was collapsing on my dog, y'all. At any rate, my mother's passing made me a softer person. It made me a better person. And maybe this is a whole nother video I should do at another time, but it broke my heart. It cracked it. And I guess it cracked that hard exterior that I had around my heart. And now I just feel for people. I cry at the drop of a dime. I'm crying at stray dogs walking down the street. It just made me, you know, a much more sensitive person. And I guess that's the upside of it, if I had to find an upside or a silver lining. But I sympathize with MJ, and from the views on my Instagram page, I see that a lot of you did too. You know, Reza was very supportive, and it's just weird because when people die, you never know what to say. Like, there's no script for how you're supposed to act, but if there was to be one, it would be everything that Reza said. Do you need me to get to the house and walk the dogs? Do you need food? What is it that you need? Tell me. Like, now I know what to say to people when it passes. What is it that you need? Do you need me to go pick your kids up from daycare? Do you need me to go get your dry cleaning? Just let me know. Your car need or let me know what you need. It was sad when Reza called Glonessa and told her, and she started crying. And you know, Gigi, as much of a badass as she can be, I see through all of that. She's such a softie at heart. And I just love the way they all came together for her. Is it me? Or I'm the only person that noticed when Gigi, Reza, and Mike them got to Mike's house to start setting up for the little social they were gonna have for MJ, that Gigi asked for her vodka straight up. First and foremost, vodka is just nasty by nature. That's number one. The shit tastes like premium gasoline. Number two, Gigi, no wonder the fuck you always beating people up and fighting when you down in public. You drinking vodka straight up. Like, girl, I ain't even finna say drink like a man. I know men who don't drink vodka straight up. She didn't say vodka with some, now don't get me wrong, I might do vodka and put some Rose's lime in it. I might put a little soda water and a squeeze of lime. Mama said vodka neat. Bitch, who the fuck drink hot vodka? I ain't did no dumb shit like that since college. Like, college was the last time when you didn't know how to drink, so you was just drinking any fucking thing, drinking hot vodka. We're not tailgating at 17 years old, Gigi. Like, I'm just not understanding. Who taught you that? You know how your mama say, where you got that from? That shit had me perplexed. So MJ gets to the people's house. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, we do some crazy things when we're mourning, but it threw me, y'all. I'm so glad my ADD stopped acting up and I was able to get in the zone. I was really worried. I've got all kind of mental challenges, as y'all can see. At any rate, MJ, you see, at any rate, MJ, y'all see how I get back in character? At any rate, MJ pulls up to the house with Tommy, and it just kind of bothered me, MJ, because the first thing you realized was Mike didn't have any curtains. He's like, oh God, they don't have any curtains. I don't want it to be a thing. I don't want to be the center of attention. Newsflash, your father passed and this party is for you. You are the center of attention. But it just threw me how she noticed Mike didn't have no curtains. Like, of everything that's going on, child, don't nobody in California have no curtains. Ain't that what the fuck y'all pay all that money to live on that goddamn water for? Bitch, let me tell you something. If I paid 1.2 million, 3.9 million, 8.4 billion for a damn house, bitch, I want to see out and I want y'all hoes to see in. Yes, God, bitch. Look at all my fabulous shit, bitch. I'm winning. Look at what you two can have if you work hard. Look at me, fuck the bitch I never thought I was gonna have, bitch. Curtain, ooh, a curtain, what? Not today, and damn sure not with my goddamn money. Tommy, MJ's fiance, when he started crying, that sent me into another tizzy. I was just done. You know, there's always something. They say a man ain't supposed to cry. I hit my note, bitch. Miss Jancy Kimberell, I'm gonna have to cancel her altogether. When Tommy was crying, though, and he was crying to, I don't know who the gentleman was, a friend of the family, MJ's friend, crying about, you know, just questioning his ability to be there for her to the highest capacity and just feeling for her, like, that really solidified for me that MJ, that man loves you. Like, when a man feels your pain, or when anybody feels your pain and cries alongside you as hard as you, that man really loves you. And I hope that you and Tommy have a very bright future together. The mama, on the other hand, shit, mama seemed to be over it, and then I figured out that they were divorced. So, you know, I'm sure, of course, she still had love for him, loved him. She actually helped care for him. But that whole, you know, my husband dead, how am I going to move on? You know, that wasn't her emotion per se, because they were divorced. But I did find it odd in the beginning that old mama was just in the kitchen chilling, drinking, probably drinking that hot vodka with, ooh, excuse me, Glow Nessa ass. Ooh, that BLT all in my throat. Gigi going to the lawyer. You know, one thing I like about this show, and I think that black people can learn from the Persians as well as a lot of other cultures, like, they just stay engulfed in Persian. Like, bitch, we going to the Persian party, we going to the Persian grocery store, we going to the Persian flower store, we hanging with all Persians, we dating Persian, and we going to the Persian lawyer. Black people, on the other hand, we run to everybody outside of our race for any and everything that we need, and we've got to honestly identify that behavior, dismantle that behavior, understand where it comes from, and we need to really do better. The fact that she made it a point to go to a Persian attorney. Like, there are all kinds of attorneys that in LA, obviously, and she made it her business. It was a conscious decision to go to a Persian attorney to handle her affairs. I loved everything about it. And some reason, black people, I've got ignorant ass friends that be like, they won't go to a black doctor, that they go to a white doctor, or when they go get attorneys and stuff, they run and get a white attorney, as if somehow, because of the amount of melanin in a person's skin, that this person is smarter or better qualified to be a doctor than the person of color or the black person. It's weird. We'll save that for a whole nother video. The question I had, though, is for Glonessa. Glonessa, if my math serves me correctly, you was only married for 4 months. So, bitch, was you drunk when you said yes, or drunk when you walked down the aisle? Or quiet as it's kept, you probably was drunk both, drinking that hot vodka. You might got an alcoholic problem. You might need to call Tammy Roman or somebody and get that under control. Or Ben Affleck ass just had to go back to rehab. You should have jumped in the car with him. Y'all stay in the same damn city or country or state. Mike and Reza riding with MJ to Palm Springs to do the wedding dress trial. You know what I really liked about that conversation, because MJ seems to be the person out of all of them that has the hardest time taking criticism. She said to Mike, you know, Mike, you really basically changed my life with some of the things that you've said to me. That they given the flashbacks of Mike just either giving her advice or giving her tough love or having hard conversations with her. And, you know, I really appreciate Mike for that, because I notice now, and even when I've caught episodes in the past, Mike really does see through the bullshit and gives very clean, cut, clear, concise advice, if only he would live by the very same advice that he gives other people, or take his own damn advice, he would be doing a lot better. But Mike is evolving. You see, he got a house with no curtains, honey, so he evolving like this, honey, and not like this. At any rate, that was touching, and I love the fact that, you know, although the dynamics from time to time shift with their group, that it's all love between all of them. Mona's party was so awkward. I just knew Glonessa was gonna like pounce on Erica, and it was gonna be all kind of chaos and confusion over gay ass Nema, whatever his name is. Like, especially when she asked Gigi, you know, oh, she wasn't drinking, and she was like, no, hard alcohol makes me violent. I was like, uh-oh, here she go. And I'm sure Erica received that as a dig as well. But I think that because Glonessa was on her Asti Spumante and her rosé and not on that hot vodka, cause bitch, hot Tito's will make anybody, hot liquor will make anybody act up, yet alone hot straight liquor. Okay? We might have to invite Glonessa to Aretha Franklin film, because she gonna get it crunk at the repast with that hot vodka. It was just awkward. I knew something was gonna pop up at any moment, and I'm glad that it didn't. And lastly, you know, I don't know why I bust out laughing when they went to try the wedding dresses on, and Mike thought he was gonna go in MJ room and get a fistful of titties, and he came out with a fistful of tears. Okay, I like, in the midst of wanting to laugh, I mean cry, I couldn't, because I was like, damn. And MJ was in there having just a total meltdown. And granted, it was warranted. I'm really concerned about the way that MJ is grieving. You know, girl, you gotta grieve, and you gotta let that shit out. If at any point in your life you're allowed to be a damn mess, it's during a death. Like, you are allowed to just be a mess. Take you a couple days, girl. Just be a crying, sad mess. Get it over with once and for all. But I was glad that Reza kicked them out the room, and they supported her, and they got through the wedding fitting and all of that. You know, I said this earlier, y'all. I really, when I decided to expand on the lineup, it really was a business move. It was a numbers move, right? You know, expanding the audience, expanding the brand, making more coins. I really did not expect to like the Shahs of Sunset. I really thought it was going to be drudgery getting it done, but I like the Shahs of Sunset. Hopefully I can fall in love with a few more of the other shows like this. At any rate, y'all, it's Friday. I ain't calling y'all hoes no more today unless something real magical happen. I got shit I want to do around the house. Finish cleaning up while my ADD is leading me towards that way. And I'll call y'all hoes later. Bye.